So if you know me personally, you probably know that I worked at Target for like 5 years. Or as the bougie women that used to shop there would call it, Target. You know, it was a pretty cool first job. Pay was decent. The people I worked with were pretty chill. Now, the specific Target that I worked at, it was in like a super nice area. Like even the building was super nice. Like from the outside, it didn't look like a normal Target. It was like a 2-story Target because it had a parking garage underneath. So you would park underneath and then you would come in through the parking garage and then the store was on the second level. And still every once in a while you would get like that idiot customer that would be like, hey, how do I get to the second floor? You took an escalator up here, sir. So yeah, like I said, it was a real nice area, and you know, from time to time you would catch your random celebrity, whether it was like a local celebrity or like a NBA player, you know, even if they were just here for work or they may have been on tour and they were just stopping through. You know, if you were working on the right day, you might catch a good one. Biggest regret of my life, one day I called off from work, and the next day when I got in, somebody told me that Sandra Bullock was in the store and they got a chance to meet her. If you know me, you know how much I love Sandra Bullock. Sandy B? I wanted to die right there. All right, so it's summer 16. I'm 19 years old. I'm dreading the day because I'm working a closing shift on a Monday night at Target instead of, I don't know, enjoying my life. So around this time, I had just moved from the flow team to, the flow team is just like the stock team. So from stocking to the electronics department. Now when you work in electronics, you get a special set of keys. You get like a regular key that opens up like the glass cases, and then you get like a magnet key that opens up like video game cases and things like that. Like you and the manager would be the only people with these keys because you know, you gotta keep stuff locked up. Niggas be stealing. So like when I'm working electronics, you know, I got the keys on me, I be feeling like the guy. Like I'm the guy. You know, like if you walk past me and you ain't had a sound of keys jingling from your belt loop, I wasn't about to take you seriously. So this particular night, it was super dead. And if you've ever worked retail, you know the slow days are the worst because you have nothing going on to help you pass the time. You know, I'm just chilling, I'm going through the aisles, I'm zoning shelves. And then all of a sudden I start to hear like a lot of chatter on the walkies. And everybody's talking about this group of dudes just walking around the store with like 10 carts full of stuff. I'm sitting there, I'm like,
you got money. He got money. Get it all for him.
So I see a few of these dudes coming my way and they just got like shopping carts spilling over with stuff. So they come up to me and they ask me to unlock some Bluetooth speakers. So I go to grab a speaker, you know, I'm just having a conversation with them, you know, asking them what they buying all this stuff for. And they was telling me like they was opening up a skating park somewhere around. You know, I'm like, oh, that's dope. You know, I used to do a little skateboarding back in my day. You know, I finish helping them out and then I go about my business. So then about 10 minutes later, I'm down in the Xbox aisle. I remember it clearly. I'm chilling in the Xbox aisle and I'm like crouching down because I'm like zoning the Xboxes in the lock case. And then all of a sudden I hear this voice coming from behind. Hey man, do you think you could unlock a couple of Apple TVs for me? Now immediately I recognize this voice. If you grew up anything like me, you played the Pro Skater games religiously. This voice was ingrained in my brain. I get up and I slowly turn around and lo and behold, it's Anthony Tony Hawk. Now, my initial reaction when I saw him was, damn, this dude got bold. So I'm like, yeah, of course. I go grab the Apple TVs for him. And normally I try to ignore celebrities or famous people when they come in the store. But technically, dude approached me first. So I'm like, hey, cuz, let me get a little flickety snick for the snap real quick, dog. Mr. Hawk, could you possibly perhaps, maybe, if you're not too busy, if maybe perhaps the stars align correctly, anyway, he was like, yeah, man, sure. You know, we took a little selfie. It's super blurry because my hands were shaking the entire time. Yeah, and that was pretty much it. You know, he was a super chill guy, down to earth, exactly who he like appears to be on TV, I guess. You know how they kind of say like, don't meet your heroes because you might get disappointed. You know, if your hero is Tony Hawk, then I guess you should be fine.